Hey guys, Skeet here. Welcome to my Skeet Guitar channel. I was recently asked by one of my monthly subscribers if I could do a reaction and a breakdown analysis of Tommy Emmanuel's Halfway Home. Well, it's Tommy Emmanuel, so probably not, is the honest answer. But we'll give it a go. I've got it all set up here ready. I just need to put my headphones on and let's dive in. What have we done? What have we done? Ooh, nice. Big stretch there he's doing. It's a really big stretch. Look at it. So back into the intro. He's back to the beginning again there, isn't he? Just seems to be repeating now. Okay. So I think, looking at this, he's in drop D tuning. Okay, so he's doing just a D to a B minor there. It's a Travis pick, so he's got this alternating thumb going on. There it is. Then a B minor. He's not playing that though, is he? Go back. He's probably playing that B string open. Yeah. And he's doing a little pull off. There it is. So it's like a kind of a B sus shape, or a B minor without the B string fretted and the E strings open as well. I don't think he's playing the E string. Yeah, he's not playing that E string, but because we're not flattening this as a bar chord, it yeah, we just leave it up like this. So. Yeah, so he's breaking that Travis pattern there with the thumb, I think, as well. He's not doubling up just to get that, so he can get that pull off. Yeah, he's doubling up on that bass note. Then you've got to play it at breakneck speed because it's Tommy. He's got to be one of the best in the world. He is the best in the world, I think, isn't he? I don't know. Do you know anyone better? Let me know in the comments. Doesn't get better than Tommy. Right, what's he done there? So he's up at fret number 7, I can see. How am I supposed to analyse this? It's insanely fast. Okay, he's not doing that, is he? What note's that? It's a B, so he's playing an open B string. It's definitely here. So he plays the open B, definitely. Oh, that's an E. You could go open E string here. There it is. Got it. Yeah, we got that. Okay. So this is like playing an F chord at the 5th fret, so an A. But we're suspending it, taking the index finger off. So we've got an open B and an open E string. And he's utilising those two open strings because really it's going A, B, G sharp, is it? No. C sharp. Yeah, C sharp to a D, and then an E, and not in a straight line. So yeah, he's utilising them open strings. Okay, cool. Let's see what he does next. Let's rewind it a touch. Could have been an easier song. Ah, okay. I can see what he's doing. So he's playing a D, essentially like an A major shape up at fret 7. So we know it's a D because it's A, B flat, B, C, C sharp, D. And he's playing them, it looks like on... Yeah, he's not playing the G string, so he's only using the pinky and the ring finger on fret 7 of the B and G string. Then he does this crazy stretch down to that G here, 3rd fret. Look at that first finger. That's massive. And then what I noticed was with these fingers, he drops into like the major shape, like an F shape, essentially. But he's playing it on different fingers than we normally would. So, you know, it's like playing an F on these fingers. And he's doing a bigger stretch here, really. I think he's going down to the 2nd fret. Let's check that again. Yeah. Down to that 2nd fret. There it is. Yeah, that's good. That's insane. He drops to the G, so I'm guessing that would then be the open E because it's leaving the same interval all the way down, isn't it? Yeah. So he's there, look. He's like barring an A, but still getting that open E string. I think I'd want to play that on 2 fingers, perhaps. Still with a D bass, though. And his little finger there is going to the G, isn't it? 5th fret. So yeah, G to D inversion, D F sharp. Then he does a little walk up back in. So how would we walk back up to a D from this G? We'd go A, B and C sharp, wouldn't we? So these are inversions of your G chord, that's your third inversion with the B in the bass. And then if that's a G inversion, if we move it 2 places, it has to be an A, doesn't it? So that's your C sharp A inversion. I've got caught out here now with the fingers as well. So he's doing that like this so that he can land. So that pinky stays on that string all the way up and rails in. Let's go back and watch it one more time. Oh no, he's using his first finger. Alright, let's not go so far. I'm not sure. Yeah. Unless he's using his pinky there. It doesn't, I don't suppose it matters, but I think I would use my middle and ring there, middle and pinky. Yeah, so he's also flipping the way he picks that, I think. He goes on to melody before bass note on that walk up. There. Okay. So far we have the intro, which is D to B minor. But with this disrupted Travis picking pattern, so we get a pull off on the A string there. There it is. Look, that thumb, it starts. That's what it's doing. Then he did this little thing up here, didn't he? So we're going to slide, that finger's already on. So on the right string, just slide it up to fret 7. Then we skip a string to the B, don't we? Then to the G, hammer, and open E. Sounds good. Into the D major, that we're not completing the chord. Okay, I'm just using the ring and pinky. Stretch down to that G at the 3rd fret. Then we come into the A major shape with the D bass over, down to the 2nd fret now. That's quite a big stretch between index and middle finger there. Then we come to the G, that would be with the open E string. Then it was an A, into the G to D F sharp. And then I say flip them fingers, and this is where you see it. Fingers before the thumb. That puts us back in line to play that again. Does it go to here? Oh look. That was a B minor. can see what he's doing there. So instead of barring this second fret of the high E string, he's actually playing it on his middle finger, I think. And that's good because we can actually walk into this chord rather than seeking out a sort of a difficult chord, a harder to play chord. We have opportunity to walk into this. So I think what he's doing is he's playing this section of the B minor, then he's throwing that on, then he's playing this note next. Then he takes that finger off, doesn't he? Let's go back and check that. Yeah, and then what's he doing? He's got a B flat on there as well now. Ah, so I think he's going to like a B flat over F sharp, or that's the chord, isn't it? There it is. Yeah, so you can just sort of lift this shape up to your head. So we start with, it's essentially a D or a B minor, isn't it? The bass says that it's a B minor, and there's the second bass note there. Then he just lifts that off. So yeah, you can lift these two fingers off and replace them on the next course of strings. And he moves that index finger down to the B flat. And just like I think he's doing Travis Fill through that. I think sure he went back to a B minor, but maybe with a different bass. Yeah. An A bass. Ah, okay, yeah. I see what he's doing. So that's an awkward chord there. Yeah, okay. So I guess this is a B minor with an A over A, or an A over B minor. So that makes it an E. Don't forget we're in drop D tune here, so that would make it an E. E7 maybe. Yeah, an E7. Yeah, so that chorus is B minor, an F sharp with a B flat bass. Then he comes back into the B minor, but with an A bass, and then that E7, wasn't it, with the thumb hooked over. Yeah, I'd go thumb. Right, so exactly the next point we're going to, I can see he's playing a G there, so I'll just do a little rewind just so we can walk into it. Yeah, I thought I heard that before. So that's just a G, but with the high E open. But then he goes to a G minor, doesn't he? Now that's tricky, because you're having to bar the B and the G string, but leave the A string open. The high E string open, sorry. There it is, look. Yeah, okay, so he's doing a G major, a G minor, then it was a D F sharp. Now, I don't know if he was doing is that like an F diminished? Yeah. It's that D F sharp. F diminished. Now, I'm not a theory head really, guys. I've always been much more of a practical player. So if I've got any of them chords wrong, drop in the comments, let me know. But I think I've got them right. We'll see. Yeah, so he ended that on an E, didn't he? It looks like he's playing the D first inversion, really. So. Yeah, so he's doing that walk up through the G inversion and the A C sharp A inversion. He's just repeating there. B minor. It's insane. Nice. Back to the intro. I know it changes now, doesn't it? So going back to that D. So that's the 2nd fret B, 5th fret B string up to 7, and 5th fret E up to 7. That's right. Okay, so he's on a D major. Okay, so yeah, I'm sure he's dropping down chromatically, isn't he? Listen to that again. Back a bit further. Tell me, guys, is there any bit of equipment I can get where I don't have to lean in? I'm sure there is, where I could control this. Again, let me know in the comments. If this sort of stuff's of interest to you, I'll happily do more of these videos. Yeah, so he's dropped chromatically there. D. There it is. Okay. I think he repeats that phrase but dropped it from the C then. Here it comes. Yeah. We'll worry about the next bit. So yeah, he's just repeating it. Then he's in a G. Yeah, so he's gone G to a, and then a D, wasn't there? A7. Got that, I think. Something like that. Try it again faster. So we're on these inversions again, I guess, aren't we? Yeah. There's a G with a B bass, but it's a different way of playing that G inversion. So we'll go from a D to an A inversion. Yeah, A with a C sharp bass. And then a C. And a G with the B bass. Then it goes to a G. Through the scale there, B, C sharp, D, to the E. Then he does something in a D and then something in an A7. That's it. Pretty close. Happy with that. Just not that fast. Right, so he repeats that, but instead of going to the G, he's gone to a B flat there. Does he lift that finger and use, yeah, he plays an F in there as well, an F note. Yeah, I can see it, into a D mate. There it is, so he's flattening this index finger here for that F note. Then he goes to D major 7. I don't know what he does after that. I just caught that on the end of the last watch. What's that chord he's doing at the end there? Ah, right, okay, so yeah, he goes up onto the ring and pinky there, doesn't he? And he's pulling back that finger there. Oh, that's hard. So he's gradually walking out of that chord, I think. Yeah, so I think he removes, that's hard to get that clean. Then back into that. Yeah, it's close as I'm going to get today, I think, guys. But hopefully that has helped you understand a little bit about what he's doing there. By all means, feel free for more analysis and reaction videos, but just make it easy. No, I'm just kidding. I enjoyed that. So yeah, guys, hopefully that was helpful. Get in the comments, let me know what you think. And also, if you want me to do this on any other songs you're working on or just songs that you like, just give me a shout and I'll do my best to make it happen. I'm Skeet. Thanks for watching. Until I see you in the next video, do your practice. I'll see you soon.